Hey Tribe, and welcome to day 4 of your Yoga for Anxiety yoga session. Today we are going to be doing chair yoga. And the benefits to chair yoga is that you can do it basically wherever you can find a chair. So if you're someone that works in the office and you're sitting for long periods of time, this might be a good way to kind of break up the day a little bit, get some stretching in. Or if you've been watching TV or playing a game, or even just scrolling through social media, or you've just been sitting for a prolonged period of time, this would be great for just moving those muscles and stretching out. So if you're ready, grab a chair, some water, and let's get started. Okay, so what I would like you to do is making sure that your feet are nice and flat on the floor and your knees are in line with your heels. So placing your hands on top of your thighs, rolling your shoulders down and back away from your ears. Spine is nice and long here all the way to the crown of the head, almost like a string is pulling you up. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair here, but feel free to sit however you would like. Taking a few deep breaths here. Good. And now let's take some neck rolls going to the right. Nice and slow, don't speed it up too much. Feel every muscle in your neck getting a nice stretch. We're going to do 2 circles going towards the right. And then reversing our circle and doing 2 circles going to the left. Good, nice and easy here. Very nice. Coming to a neutral spine now. Head comes up. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So shoulders come up and over, going in either direction, because we will be switching the directions anyway, so it doesn't matter. Good, let's do 2 more. And then let's switch directions. Now I'm coming up and over. Good, coming again to a neutral position here. Arms come up and over. Hands come down to heart center. One more time, just like that. Arms come up and over. And then hands coming down to heart center. One more time, hands come up, but this time taking the right hand and grabbing the left wrist, and we're going to come down to the right side. That way we're stretching out the left side body. Gaze is up towards the sky or our armpits. Taking a few deep breaths here. Really feeling that stretch. You can go a little bit further if it's not as intense as you would like it to be. Because I know after sitting for a little bit of a time that, it feels good to get those stretching moves in. Good, coming back up to center, switching sides. So now grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. And then leaning over to the left side, stretching the right side body now. Again, gaze up towards the sky or that armpit. Good, few deep breaths. Go a little further if you can. Good, coming back up to center, rainfall those fingers down to the sides of the chair. Inhaling back up again, and rainfalling those fingertips down. Now taking the left palm to the outside of the right thigh, making sure that your knees are in line with one another. So what I don't want to see is when we turn that this left leg is going to come out to the side. They're going to stay exactly where they are, and you're just twisting from your torso here. So taking that right hand either on the back of the chair or right behind your sit bones, flat on the chair. Good, then looking over your right shoulder here. A few deep breaths. Good, inhaling back to center, and now taking our right palm to the outside of the left thigh or knee, bringing that left arm up and over, twisting to the opposite side now, looking over that left shoulder now, taking a few deep breaths. Good, coming back to center. And now what I would like you to do is we're going to come forward into a seated forward fold. I just need to make some space here for my belly. But clasping your hands back behind you, nice and tall, remaining here for just a few breaths before we go forward, trying to have your palms touch. And slowly with a nice flat back, as flat as you can, coming forward. And then when you feel like you can't go any further, tucking that neck, following that gaze behind your chair, arms come up and over. See if you can keep those palms clasped. Good, staying here for just a few breaths. Good, slowly coming back up. Very nice. Releasing those palms, shaking them out if necessary. And then what I would like you to do is take that right foot and we're going to place it over our left leg. But we're going to flex that foot so it should be nice and flat. And we're in a figure four here. You can place your right palm on the inside of the right knee or right thigh. And you can slowly press down to feel a nice stretch. Or you can start to lean in for a more intense stretch. I love this stretch. It always feels so nice, especially on the outer thigh, reaching up towards my hip. When you've been sitting for a while, you kind of feel a little stiff. So this pose really helps, not feel as stiff. And you can do this pose at any time of the day. Good, now we're going to switch legs, bringing that left leg up, resting on top of that right thigh. Again, flexing that foot. Left palm can place some pressure on that inner left thigh. If it feels good, you can start to lean forward for a more deeper stretch, I should say. Good, remembering to follow your breath. Checking in with yourself here as well. How are you feeling? You're feeling good? Is this something that you can see yourself doing throughout the day? Good. And bringing both legs down to the ground now. Now what I would like you to do is extend your right foot forward, flexing that foot up towards the sky. We're just going to stay here for a second. If you feel comfortable, you can grab your big toe with your peace fingers, so your pointer and your middle finger. And you can bring it out to the side if that feels good and if it's within your practice. Good, if your leg is extended to the side, bring it to the front. One more breath. Bring that knee in just for a second and then drop it to the floor. Nice job. Now the other side, bringing that left leg up now, flexing those feet up towards the sky, so toes up towards the sky. If it feels good, grabbing a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers or the outsides of the foot, or just keeping it flexed here, wherever you are. I'm going to bring mine out to the side so that I have each side even. Very good. Keep breathing. back to center. Good. Even if you're not holding onto that leg, bring that knee in and then dropping it to the floor. Nice job. Okay, so now what we're going to do, feet are still hip distance apart. We're going to lean in, so my chest is coming forward, my belly's dropping a little, shoulders are back, my gaze is up towards the sky. Good, we're in a nice little cow pose. And then when we exhale, we're gonna come into cat, tucking that chin in, arching that back, gaze towards our belly button. Good. And then inhale, looking forward. Exhale, tucking that chin in, making sure our shoulders aren't up towards our ears. They're nice and relaxed. Good, 2 more times just like that. Inhale, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, tucking that chin in. 1 more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And then coming to a neutral spine. Nice job. So what I would like to do next is you're going to bring your right leg to the side of the chair here. My toes are pointing to the side. And then bringing that left foot behind you. So I'm on the edge of my chair here and my left leg is completely in front of my chair. And I'm in a supported warrior here. So my hips are square to the side of my chair. So that left hip is pulling towards this way, towards the side, and my right hip is remaining back a little. Good, extending that back leg as much as you can. Good. You can bring your arms up and over just as if you were in regular warrior 1, or they can be in prayer, or remaining on your hips. Yogi's choice here. Good. 1 more breath. And then coming back to neutral. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So bringing that right leg to the other side now, or the left leg to the other side now. This right leg is going to extend out in front of this chair here. Good. Again, hips are square towards the left side of your chair now. Good. Really engage this leg here. Feeling that nice stretch. Again, arms are wherever you feel comfortable. Today mine is the hips. 1 more deep breath. And then coming back to neutral. And what I would like you to do, if you're not already on the edge of your chair, is come to the edge of your chair. You're gonna bring your legs out like if you're in Malasana. So your toes are going to be pointing out towards the side or a diagonal, whatever feels comfortable for you in this moment. Or, for more stability, I would bring your toes more of a diagonal than almost out, completely out to the side. But whatever feels good. What I'd like you to do here is straighten your spine. Take a few deep breaths. And what I would like you to do is grabbing on to your inner thighs, starting to lean forward a little bit, and then bringing that right shoulder in to the center of your chair, your pose here. Really feeling that nice stretch in the inner right thigh. So we're pushing with our right palm onto our right thigh. And our gaze is going to come up towards our left shoulder or up towards the sky. Good. Coming back to center, switching sides now, pushing with my left palm and my inner left thigh. Gaze is up towards my right shoulder or up towards the sky. A few deep breaths. Good, coming right back to center. 1 more time. Now pushing with the right palm. Gaze up towards the left. Good, coming back to center and going over to the opposite side. Gaze up towards the right shoulder. Pushing with our left palm. Good, back to center. Good. Now sitting back fully in your chair, you can either remain here or come into Sukhasana, bringing one leg in at a time. You can come into a mudra here, pointer finger to thumb and palms down, or Jana mudra, palm over palm in your lap. Whatever feels good for you. Shoulders are pulled back and away. Just taking a few minutes here to reflect on how your body is feeling, how you're feeling. How good does it feel to be away from all distractions? So easily we can get kind of drawn into that electronic world, checking our Facebook, our social media outlets, checking in, always checking in. Sometimes it's good to just check in internally with yourself and live in this present moment. And sometimes it's really difficult to do that because things will come up and we don't want to think about that because our psyche is protecting itself. But let go, let things come up, let's deal with them and let them go. Distractions are nothing but band-aids. A few more deep breaths. Thank you for joining me today for our 20-minute chair yoga session. I hope that this will find you able to do some light stretching no matter where you are. And I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day or evening. And thank you once again. Namaste. So excited to have you here. Feel free to check out all the content and our website. For more information on Zaya Yoga or to book a private or group session, feel free to contact us at alicia@zayayoga.com. Namaste.